All right, welcome to Valhalla Esports Season 6. This is the playoff semifinals. We had a game live on Sunday night, and this is the other game that was not live streamed. With me tonight is just myself. So if any of my casters jump on and see where we're going, or anybody is interested in casting, hit me up on the side here, and we'll see if we can get you into the booth if it makes sense. And shout out for Perfy and the bit. I'm sorry that bit will not buy you any favoritism here in this matchup, but happy to see it. So appreciate that. All right. Oh, wrong screen. Sorry, that was the other game. I had both still prepped. All right. Yep. Stoners Nation versus Free SM. Stoners Nation rocking Evbot as their sub this week in the top lane. Jungle Casual Plebs. Boosted Sandwich in the mid. Timberland subbing in, I believe, as well at 80 carry. And support Cop. Free SM having Perfy there in the top lane. Jungle needs more Mothra. Mid Astros. AD carry TTV EOD Fell. And support Zaldradus. All right. So those are our teams. Let's see if I have this set up correctly. And we're going to jump into the draft for game number 1. Free SM picking blue side as the higher seed here, banning out the Scion, the Nunu, Mumu, Nar, and Gragas. Sorry about that. Soder's Nation banning away Yasuo and Yon from Astros, banning also away the Neferi, Nasus, and Yorick. Free SM taking first overall pick Victor for themselves. Soder Nation countering with Ashe and Shaco. Vi and Vigar rounding out the first set of picks for Free SM. Soder Nation getting the Galio. Following that up with Braum and Kled into that Nautilus and set for Free SM. So the Kled is getting counterpicked there. So I believe that Kled is going to be on Evbot. And I think it is going into that Perfy top lane into set. That Vigar is definitely going bot lane. Victor is obviously mid. We saw Fell rock the Vigar last week as 80 carry, so we're seeing them do it again here, and then getting that 80 damage for their team from the set and the Vi. So it kind of makes sense there, but very front engaged there from the Nautilus and set. I mean, some good flank possibilities as well from the set. Trying to give them some of that spacing. The Vi also very in your face, and then there's the mages to drop some damage on your head. So makes some sense front to back there. Stoners Nation looking to get that casual plebs going, get that shaker going, hoping to pop off and get those kills, as we've seen him do also last week. So go watch those VODs. And then an Ashe Braum bot lane, so unable to play pretty safe in the bot lane for a lot of utility there. If they do get on top of you, they're going to slow you down, not let you move. See if they get somebody caught in a run down here. But then kind of some really good engage tools, though, with that Kled, just able to roll in like a bowling ball, and then the Galio landed on top of his head. So it could be a really good setup into the fights. And so we'll go ahead and going to roll into game number 1 here and just get this show on the road. Push the button. All right, looks like a 5-point is going to come out from Free SM. Looks like there is a 4-man with a slow 5th man potential grouping here. Maybe looking for just maybe going to look for a counter invade. Willing to give up that advantage if they think Free SM wants to be aggressive in the bot side here. But really just looking to see if they get themselves that early pick, that early advantage. Fell says he's pulling for Cop and Tim. as he's into them. I will say shout out to Cop. I believe he posted both of the draft lulls and actually posted both of the links, which is definitely preferred. It works much better with our setup, so very much appreciated. Getting it done right. So some early vision is gotten down. We'll have knowledge that casual plebs is starting as chickens. Pretty well known at this point. Perfect, just gonna let that walk right on by. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tough there for boosted in the mid. That range advantage is gonna matter early, for sure. Can't just burn all your mana throwing the Q at the Victor. Yep, that's not an early trade you want to take there, Zal. They're CCing that stun just too strong level 1, just the passive abilities. And then just when you try to walk away, you don't have the damage there, just all in. But I like the idea, try to be a little cheeky. Yep, that's a good one. They can't super punish you there. Not on the same page. Get some good poke down on Fel there, though. Fel's going to be careful. Have to burn that health pot. At least the first one. There's the second one. Evbot getting dismounted. This could be big if there was a jungler, but they're both on the top side right now. But he's just trying to take advantage of the range advantage as well. Keep pushing Perfy in here. So yeah, just kind of farming it out. I think the scaling definitely favors, you know, the two mages that we have here. It's not a hyper carry for Timberland on that AD carry. So the more neutral this goes, the better it is for free SM. If bot does in fact get the remount. Both those top laners have very annoying mechanics there. And just going to trade it out here. Boosted Sandwich. Trying to maybe set this up for casual plebs. Is running a bit low on that mana, like we said, where he's having to farm with his Q. Casual plebs going to get some damage down here, but not going to do a whole lot overall. Really just kind of being a little bit annoying, saying, hey, I'm here. But he's going to go for that double scuttle on the Vi. Vi is going to come up, kind of check it out. But Vi's not alone. These were Mothra better be careful here. Evbot's here trying to be cheeky. They're getting some good damage down, and they're going to take down Needs More Mothra. First blood going over to casual plebs. Oh, Astros, oh, really good flash to get out of there because he was about to be the second victim. Bot lane again, just poking it out. Just, yeah, really annoying when they can get that Braum Q down and get the follow-up from Nash. Very frustrating here. Again, just trying to annoy Astros, but just taking a lot of chunk damage there on casual. I think I'd rather see him, yeah, reset a little bit earlier there. I know he's trying to help out his mid, but again, I think Boosted Sandwich's plan should just be lose gracefully, and then just make the team plays just out rotate that victor. So we do have Dragon coming up here, or Dragon is now up here. Still a minute to Void Grubs. Evbot better be careful. He does get the remount, but he's still in a very precarious situation. Perfy hits half of the W. Doesn't have the gap, or doesn't want to use the gap closer there. Doesn't want to flash in. I don't think he had the E up. Otherwise, you could have seen him flash EQ, punch. So close one there. Evbot narrowly getting to walk away. Perfy able to continue to farm up this lane. He will be behind a buy right here, but it's going to be okay. He's going to have this wave where he wants it. He can dictate if he wants to freeze it, if he wants to push it. Shaco might have to go top to go help out. Fel getting a level advantage here. Does have a good amount of mana, getting those stacks up. We're going to get some stack checks here. Perfy wanted to fight. Max W does get the damage down, but all that does is cause the dismount. So still a bit of a health disadvantage. Gonna have to use that regen. Good gank here from Zoutres, trying to get some damage. The stun does come down. This could be trouble. Health is ticking low. The ultimate is down, and down goes Boosted Sandwich. Astros is sitting pretty low, but there's nobody nearby to punish him. So some really good river plays so far early in this game. Cop's in there trying to hold this mid. Trying to soak up a little bit of this XP. Perfy looking like he wants to make a play here, but yep, Evbot's getting that remount. Evbot thinks he has the advantage here, but that's too much turret damage. Perfy throws him out of range, flashes back in, but the turret does the work and knocks him down for the solo bolo. Fel looking like he was in a good position, but he's going to get dove by Timberland, but Timberland's going to trade that life back, and the feat of kills goes over to free SM 3-2. Casual Plebs, though, in another precarious situation here. Needs more Mothra. Not going to quite be able to follow up. But Zaldris is here. He goes in. He gets the hook. Over the wall goes Casual. Casual is going to fall into this three-man here, trying to come back, trying to help his mid laner. Would have been better just run away and let Boosted get him there. Boosted's going to try to take down Needs More Mothra. Doesn't have enough damage. Oh, but he hits him with the bait. Casual Plebs, the trap. Gets the kill. Needs More Mothra. Was not expecting that to be there. Another good hook by Zaldris here, but he's got to be careful. He is low, but it is just Cop. It is just Braum here. So 2 kills difference, and that's a 900 gold difference overall. The Void Grubs were taken by Casual Plebs. That was not on camera. Cop's in a bit of trouble here, but doing a good job holding that wave for Boosted. Not letting Astros get to fully push that. Not let him start stacking some plates. Yeah, very little damage actually done. Boosted actually having more damage done in the mid lane, but again, 2 kills sitting in Astros' pocket. Zaldris clearing some of the deep vision in his own side. We got Dragon in 2:30, and we got a minute 50 on Void Grub, so Void Grub is most likely going to be one of the next fight points. Gold lead down to 700. Seeing a lot of vision being on this this bot side right now by these supports. Void Grubs again is the next thing up, so a little surprising there. Ash Arrow coming in for good measure, just trying to get some damage down and some just annoyance. That wave does get to crash, but not fully punishing. That wave clears there from the victor. Looks like both teams are really prioritizing this dragon here on bot side. You know, the Void Grubs is up next. So a little bit behind in the farm. Some good tempo there from Evbot. Just kind of pushing him early. But again, perfect playing safe. Got that first kill. Got his advantage there, and he's not going to give that up. Does look like Evbot's going to back. See if he's going to back and come help with this dragon. There's still a minute to go. There was no wave for him to push at that time, so kind of makes sense. But yeah, he might be giving up. Nope, looks like Perfy's going to back off. It looks like we are going to try. They're going to try to get a fight here. Ooh. Cop not able to get it back, but now he's a little deeper there in mid lane. Now he's getting him to use a lot of resources on him. Boosted Sandwich there trying to help. There's the W. He does get the taunt down onto Astros, but there's just not enough damage yet. The targets are split. They're trying to get Zaldris. It looks like they're going to get him. Cop is ticking. He is not going to go down. Arrow's going to go wide. And that ability to not quite finish Astros here could bite him. Oh, that's a good engage there by Needs More Mothra, but looks like Void Grubs here should be going over to the side of Stoner's Nation. So they're going to have a good chance here to claim all 6 of these, but they are giving up the second dragon. It's not taking us to dragon yet, but it looks like they're going to... These Mothra's going to be able to get that cleanly by himself. It's taken a good long while to get all 3 of these Void Grubs, even with 3 members up there. So should see dragon. Yep, there goes down to dragon. And we're gonna have a cloud. Perfy in a bit of trouble as he gets 2-manned, but does have his support here. Gets the true damage down onto Cop. Gets him out of there. Evbot having to ult out. Looks like he might be able to get away. He's gonna get knocked up under his own turret. He's gonna get pulled out. Casual Plebs is here. They might be a bit deep. Perfy flashes away. His health bar is getting low. Does hit him with another W. But looks like they have just enough speed. It looks like they're going to be able to get away. Yep, able to avoid the dash forward and the taunt. Boosted Sandwich kind of coming in, trying to get some more damage down. Casual Pleb's going to be a bit of trouble here. Astros is following him, chasing him. Casual Pleb's not able to chase him with his clone. Does get the clone pullback. They're going to go in, all in on Astros. They're trying to lock him up. Good damage coming down from Evbot, but there's nobody there to help him. They're too far away. An arrow comes in, but again, just nobody's there. Casual Pleb's trying to play games, trying to survive, trying to get something back for his team. Cop's here to help Boosted Sandwich to safety, but that's going to be all they wrote. Oh, are these going to be enough? It's not going to be enough. Perfy's going to run through it. Oh, he's going to run into a second trap, and that trap is still not enough. Boosted Sandwich going down. Double kill going over to Victor. Needs more Mothra. Still alive. Cop going down. Mothra living. Perfy living. And it's Calamity. 4 for what, 2? 4 for 1? That is not how you drew it up if you're Stoners Nation. Just not enough damage on these champions for that fight. Little bit of split focus there and just not able to execute Astros. Able to get all of his damage down. Only a 2.2k gold lead here at 13 minutes, but they're up 5 kills at both the Dragons. It's looking like it might have to be a split push from Evbot maybe with these 6 Void Grubs. These team fights just, again, they're more of a pick comp than there with when Casual Pleb plays the Shaco. Again, we've seen them. They can team fight. He can get behind them and Boosted Sandwich fall up with an ult. But I just don't know they have enough AoE with this team to really get the damage down that they're looking for on these priority targets. Evbot being baited in a little bit by Perfy. Zaldris is top lane. So needs more Mothra. They're just going to let him duke it out a little bit, let him get a little bit low, make him think he has a chance in the fight. But nope, Zaldris says, nope, I'll knock you up. Perfy says, thank you, that's all we needed. And Perfy gets another kill in that top lane. He's the one looking to split push now at this point. 3-0-2. Going to have plenty of gold in his pocket. Timberland's got to be really careful here. He's going to go down to Astros here in a second. Yep, he is dead. Needs more Mothra. Is going to take some damage, but he's going to be able to walk away. Oh, he's going to dive back in. They really want to push this. Needs more Mothra. Is going to go down to the Void Grubs. Zaldris, though, also in a bit of trouble. Trying to get the Casual Plebs here. Does, in fact, get Casual Plebs. Cop, he's now on the chopping block. He's going to back off, and he goes down, giving over another double kill to Astros. Top turret also going down for Perfy, and that is Boots for the side of Free SM. Evbot trying to roll in, trying to make a play here, but Astros is dodging down. They're not following up nearly enough. There it is. There's the CC. This should be the end of Astros in this life. And he is going to, in fact, going to get taken down. That kill is going to go over to Casual Plebs. Now sitting at 4-3. But he's going to need to start pumping out more damage here for his team. He's getting the kills. He's got to start pumping out that damage in these team fights. Boost is going to have to find a way to start surviving a little bit longer, hanging on. He's really playing this more of a supportive style here. I think he played it pretty well in the mid lane, but unfortunately just all these side lane actions, not being able to, his team not being able to get to Astros, not being able to execute him. That is a big victor at this point in the game. We'll get a quick stack check. 120 stacks here. We're seeing this fight here in the top lane. Perfy dismounting Evbot, continuing to follow up. Evbot's doing everything he can to try to get remounted. He does get remounted in the end. Perfy might be in a little bit of trouble. He uses the ultimate. He dismounts him again, and he gets him once again. And we missed Fell getting Timberland as well, seconds beforehand. Guessing he got poked out a little bit and just a little too close to the Vigar, and Vigar just ults him and says, "You're toast." Zabel saying Shaco's such a bait pick. I mean, we've seen Casual just dominate on it, but yeah, I don't. It's hard. You got to have some winning lanes. You got to have something else going on for you, and they just unfortunately do not have that this game. Casual Plebs getting chased down once again. Astros taking him down. The clone might burst here, getting some good damage down on Astros, but again, just not enough to assassinate him by himself. Cop's doing the best he can to run and distract. His team is elsewhere on the map. He's just going to get taken down. And that is now 3 dragons over to the side of Free SM. Rift Herald was up, but the jungler was bot side, so didn't trade that. Oh, what a max range hook from Zaldris. Boost, I think, popping that W a little bit early. I think it had a little bit longer. He could have charged it. But looks like he is going to survive here, but at the cost of Timberland. Now he's going back in. Got to be careful that he doesn't get popped as well. Perfect, continuing to scrap with Evbot in the side lanes. Evbot does get the sidestep there on the W, but wisely backs away. He's not really in a position to fight Perfy at this time. Oh, Perfy. You know, now he thinks otherwise. Now he's trying to go after Perfy, but doesn't get the first ability. Again, now you're just, the goal difference is just hitting him. Is he going to be able to remount? He is not able to remount. Perfy is now unstoppable, and he has taken over the side lane for himself. He says, Void Grubs? I don't need no stinking Void Grubs. He's like, where's my team? You guys, are you pushing? You pushing? All right, I can move up if you push a little bit. They're taking the Rift Herald. They're going to create some pressure on the map. Boost is trying to answer Perfy in the bot lane. I don't think he's going to be any more successful. Down 2 levels. Rift Herald going over to Needs More Mothra. Choosing not to take it to mid lane straight away. Could be a good move to hold it here. I think if he can clear this and then go topside, if Victor's still pushing it under turret, topside would be good. But we'll see what they choose to do. I think at this point also, if they just like 5-man mid, they could just push it under. Looks like they have more poke. Perfy, it does get hit by one of the boxes. It is a pretty speedy boy. Does get dashed in by Casual Plebs. Has to flash away, but he'll be able to survive another day. Free SM starting up the Otacon. Getting some of these flowers. Trying to bait in Evbot. They do get that armor loss, but they're pretty far ahead. Zaldris hitting the hook. Just trying to make sure he can help bully Evbot out of here. He says, go on, get. You ain't gonna do nothing. Perfy with the split push on the side. Doing a great job over there. Causing that pressure. Galio's having to split off. Solar Nation, again, trying to answer mid. Trying to get something out of it. But not a lot going on. Perfy able to get the tier 2 bot side. Tier 1 not taken. Really good by Fell there to hit that baby cage. Gonna pick up 2 kills for the team there, most likely. Cops burn it down. He might actually get away here. Nope. He gets taken out by Astros. Another double kill over to Astros. How many times have we seen that? Really good hook there by Zaldris to go, no, no, no. We're going to get all of you. All 4 of you down. Quadra kill. No penta. But a quadra kill going over to Astros there. Evbot's going to do what he can to hold this turret. They do have Rift Herald still. Let's see if Needs More Mothra throws that down. See if they're trying to dance with Shelly here at the end. If he leaves it in his pocket and doesn't throw it down, okay, looks like they might just be backing out. Some of them are, you know, at 60% of their health bars, but I think they could probably have kept pressing there. We do have Dragon coming up in 45 seconds. Perfy just taking out the tier 2 top side. Looks like everybody's resetting, spending their gold. Got Baron here in 3 minutes. Probably don't have too much longer on the eye of the Herald, right? But Free SM putting down the vision. Looks like they're going to get Soul here unless there's a bigger fight. Evbot's starting to move down, but he's going to be there way too late, even with his ultimate. Vi's just going to start on it solo. See if the Shaco can do anything to steal it. Otherwise, Boosted's going to get run down the side lane here by Astros. He is just too big at this point. He's going to catch you out. Casual Plebs trying to get in there, trying to do something here. Let's see if he's got the steal in him. He does not. Vigar somehow getting it, I guess, with his W, getting the dragon. Fell getting driven down so low, but it just doesn't matter. His team is so big. Double kill, triple kill, going over to Needs More Mothra. Timberland now running for his life. He's in a bit of trouble here. They're burning everything. They're taking him out. Again, they do have the Rift Herald here. Let's see if it gets popped and then go dancing. Needs More Mothra says, I'm just going to hold it in my pocket. Who would want to dance with the Herald? Psh. All right, everybody report Mothra. Did not dance. No, that's game number 1. Going over to free SM. This is still a best of 3. So we're going to get ready for game number 2. Let's see if I can get these screens stored correctly. So put the minions up for the game, but there's the final stats and results for game number 1. And then, all right, so matchup. All right, free SM taking game number 1. Let me queue up game number 2 here. Sorry, everybody, bear with me. Yeah, so game number 1 going over to free SM in a pretty dominating fashion there. Just kind of took some small advantages early and really ran away with it. Stoners Nation didn't really have the ability to get onto the back line, didn't really have the ability to get onto Evbot, or not, sorry, onto Astros. Astros was constantly getting his damage down, picking up those kills. What do we have, like 4 double kills that game? So anytime there was a team fight, they just weren't able to get to him. He was able to get all of his damage down, go through a couple rotations, and really execute people. So he did a really good job. His team did a really good job peeling for him. So yeah, the change I would want to see would be Stoners Nation play something a little bit more scaling there for Timberland in the bot lane. You know you're going to be against Fellas Vigar unless you decide to get rid of it. He's very comfortable on it, so he's going to take something scaling. I like to see something scaling. We didn't get to see too much. Timberland was kind of locked into lane, so didn't really get to see him team fight too much. Tried to make some of those arrow plays across the map, hit a couple, but where there was no play. And then just some of the other plays just went wide there, or like the team separated and the arrow went through as they continued to scrap. So yeah, just looking for some. There was some good coordination there by Center Station, but they just didn't have enough in the tank. So looking to see what they can pull together there, see if they can get a little more damage out of their comp, do a little bit better in those side lane 1v1s. All right, so this is game number 2. Game number 2, free SM, banning away the Scion, saying, all right, Shaco, you can come right on through again if you want to, taking away the Nunu, the Amumu, the Gnar, and the Galio. They do not want to see boosted sandwich on that Galio. They want to see if there's something else that they can exploit. So they said, what else you got? Centers Nation taking away the Yon, but leaving up the Yasuo. So that was a bold decision there in those bans. Taking away the Fury. They did, in fact, ban the Vigar, also wanting to see what else Fel has in that bot lane. Taking away the Ashe themselves and taking away the Nasus again, paying their respects to Perfy. Free SM taking the Victor, running that back, taking the Vi, Nautilus again, first 3 picks, basically the same. Also taking the Yorick, so running the Yorick top lane there, and taking the Malzahar 80 carry. Interesting decisions there. So really liking the control mage. Let's see if game number 3 or next week, if Free SM goes through, if they can get away with running that AP carry. That thus far so good. Stoners Nation taking the Ziggs. Actually, that looks like a Ziggs AP carrier for themselves as well. Taking the Ziggs J4, Leona, Lux, and Fiora. I'd be surprised if that Lux is bot lane, but we'll find out shortly. I know Boosted Sandwich really likes the Lux. I don't know if I've seen him play Ziggs, so I'm kind of expecting that to be a Timberland pick here. But yeah, lots of front line, lots of team fight, wanting to get on top, and then going with those poke mage follow-ups. Having that AOE to get that hot pot going with the J4, so like the synergy there. So again, yeah, I like the first 4 picks. The Fiora's kind of interesting there, but again, Soda Station having that counter pick into the Yorick bot, I think feeling good into the Yorick on that Perfys. So that is what that looks like, and we'll go ahead and get into the game. Might be a little too zoomed out here, but we'll fix that.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
All right. So kind of a pretty similar thought process to last time for Free SM. 5-pointing, Stoners Nation, still looking for that counter bush, still kind of hoping for an engage. Boosted Sandwich did in fact take the Lux mid lane, so Timberland again gonna be able to play pretty safe and actually gets probably some more poke down there with those bombs. But again, the side lanes are going to be just wave clear, at least for the bot lane. But this will let Cop get out and roam. So same thing with Cop, Zal. Really going to be able to get some roaming down. Fel taking some early poke, probably giving over an early Manifold Band proc. Nothing too big. Just something I have to be mindful of. For a second there, I thought Southern Nation was going to leash for their jungler. Not something we typically see in 25. I think we did see that the other week, though. Boosted Sandwich trying to get his farm down. Astros already got his and said, I'm just going to poke you out. So, kind of pretty even there. Boosted, again, just going to have to watch his footing. A little less tanky than last time. We know Astros is going to try to play on that knife's edge and poke the poop out of him. Good bomb there from Timberland. Getting the passive down there. Not sure he's going to see much damage. Evbot already getting some good damage down himself on the Perfy with that early advantage pushing the wave. Level 2 advantage, not doing a whole lot in bot lane. Again, just going to keep farming it out. Boosted Sandwich is probably going to have to back pretty soon here. It's getting driven pretty low already by Astros. That Victor already doing plenty of poke damage. Casual's either going to have to play him the visit or Boosted's just going to have to take that early L there. Zouder just taking some good damage. And not a lot's going to come out of Fel just yet. It's going to need some AP items. Yeah, once Cop gets level 2, if you're jumping on him and he's able to hit his W first, you're not going to do a ton of damage early. So it's Just really hit the zigs or don't throw the hooks and just survive. Just manage the bot waves. Perfect is stacking up some ghouls here that he could potentially be launching at Evbot. So Evbot's gonna have to be careful. He uses his dash now. Perfect not hitting them with the ghouls just yet. Now we see him coming up. This could be a problem. Nope. It's all good. He didn't chuck him at him. Casual Plebs with the deep flank. Doesn't have any of his CC yet. Perfect's just gonna be able to walk this out. Does use his ghouls. They do hit Casual Plebs. Half healthing Casual Plebs there. That's going to cause him to go back, I think. Yep. Perfy, though, thinking he can walk up. A little aggressive there. Oh, and it's first blood going over to F-Bot. Not going to call that a solo bolo, but causing him his flash, but he gets over and collects Perfy for first blood. we see 3 simultaneous TPs from Free SM. They are on the same page, all getting back to lane as fast as possible. I don't think we see that pretty often. So Perfy does have this buy. Evbot does have his Sheen, but it looks like he's, again, repeat gank from Casual Plebs, but Evbot's not there to get damage down. Casual Plebs doing enough damage by himself, but I think Perfy's going to be able to walk away from this. Flag drag under turret, maybe? Nope. Casual Plebs able to just walk him down. So this is really good for Evbot. He should have tempo here. We do have Void Grubs come up in about 40 seconds. Cop's trying to get some vision up there, so is Zal. Oh, Timberland getting the aids from the Void Grubs. Boosted Sandwich, getting a lot of all end on there. Cop's level 3, he better be careful there. Astros is 6. Doesn't have a lot of mana, but that is a 3-level advantage, so you don't want to mess around with that too much. Zal and Cop sitting pretty low. Trying to play cheeky there, but that is the Dragon #1 going over to Free SM. So missed on the first Dragon. They're hovering around the Void Grubs, but looks like they're kind of going for kills right now. Perfy the victim right now of repeat ganks from Casual Plebs, so I think really trying to get this Fiora going topside here, trying to create that pressure point for themselves, somewhere they think they might be able to get an advantage in. Boosted Sandwich trying to make sure he wastes some over Astros' time. Astros doesn't have a lot of mana, can't do too much here. Boosted Sandwich trying to punish him, trying to push this under while he doesn't have all of his wave clear up. Evbot is going to get some damage down on him from these ghouls. The Maiden was not up yet. The Maiden is now up. Perfy's going to be able to push this pretty readily, but Casual Plebs looking to really put Perfy behind, trying to really put him in a bad place here. See if he's going to EQ over this wall to flank. He's coming in. Evbot, though, not having the health bar to really get in this. Casual Plebs saying, I can just walk at you. Evbot coming over the wall, trying to help get it back. He does, in fact, get the kill, but he's running low. Oh, he's going to survive here at the end. Almost, the ghouls almost giving that over to Perfy. Again, a lot of love going up there to Evbot. He's at 2-0 now. Perfy trying to put him behind, but he's doing a good job farming when he is alive. Needs more Mothra, trying to get some payback. That is the feat of kills going over. Astros is here. He's going all in. He's going to try to get Evbot, uses his ultimate, and gets him basically for free. That's the first kill over there for free SM. Really good job here by Zalders to hold this wave. Boost the sandwich thinking he had the push free and clear to go ahead and crash it. But that is not the case. So we got 2 minutes and 10 seconds there on Void Grubs and 2:20 there on Dragon. And needs more Mothra in the invading jungle, but looks like he's going to get caught out. He's going to go down to FBot. FBot's at 3-1. He's looking pretty big so far. A little bit behind in the CS department from where you would like to see him at this point in the game, but he does have those 3 kills. So should really start cranking out some damage here soon. Perfy, getting his ghouls down, trying to get all of his damage down. And he just needs Evbot to overstep one time. You see how much damage he's doing. If get any kind of extended fight or get a second round of that, he'll be able to take him out. So Evbot's got to be careful here. Get hit by, yep. He's down, so he should be able to fight here a little bit. Get some damage back himself. Ooh, look at those flashes. Perfy almost taking out Evbot. Evbot should be able to back here and TP if he wanted to. Zaldris is here top, so he's just going to continue to chase. Let's see if he pops his ult again on him. Looks like Evbot's pretty safe for the moment. Cop is here, but there's not really anything he can do. Maybe if you went and try to help the wave, but yeah, not a lot going on there. Casual plebs trying to punish Fel. Fel is out farming Timberland at the moment. The flash causes Timberland's ult to go wide. Timberland does pick up the kill. Is going to be able to crash this wave. Does have 40 seconds before this dragon's up, so potentially could look to try to get some damage on this turret to push some blades. Casual plebs is backing. Looks like these Void Grubs are being sat on by Needs More Mothra. He's just hanging out. He's ready to take him. We're already support his mid laner. I think you look to take this dragon if you're Stoner's Nation. And that looks like what they're attempting to do. Boosted Sandwich trying to claw back what he can in this mid wave. Try to push the wave. Now he's going south to help his team on the dragon. I kind of think you just keep pushing. I don't think they had good visions. I don't know if they knew where Free SM was, but I think otherwise, if he knew they were up there doing Void Grubs, he should have just stayed pushing mid. So Evbot here, fighting back, but the Maiden is up, so he's got to be a little more careful here with that Maiden. Maiden hasn't really been available some of their other fights. Second dragon does go to Stoner Nation. Boosted Sandwich does hit him with some CC. And trying to fight back. Yep, Perfy's got the sheen starting to hurt here. Evbot's going to be in a bit of trouble again under his own turret. Not where you think he'd be in trouble here. Needs more Mothras here. Ooh, that turret shot. That's going to be a tasty bait, but Evbot's okay with just taking his own. Not falling for the bait just yet, but oh, spoke too soon. Here comes Needs More Mothra. Yep, looking pretty toast, but oh, good dodge by Evbot. Needs More Mothra, not able to execute there. Not wanting to blow his ultimate. Thinking Evbot wasn't paying attention, get that cheeky kill. I think if he had acted a little bit earlier before he got to like a happy spot in the lane. Like still as he was walking up. I know you still have like that chase window where he could dash back, but really could try to hit him with a surprise there. So, Casual Plebs being very active this game. Good kills, all the lanes he's ganking. Other than this mid lane that is. So, see if he can cause some more pressure there. Maybe get on Astros, but right now just... Oh, you gotta be careful here. There's no reason to be here. He's gonna have to flag drag out. Yep. There's an ultimate there from Nautilus, burned, but it's not going to do a whole lot in the end. Nothing really to fight for on the map right now, so kind of some interesting decisions. I think Timberland just used his bomb to clear the wave.
Hello.
Yeah, I did. Oh, what's up, Hailstorm?
What up? Yeah, get the bed. Figured I could help you out a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, sir. But yep, we got some fight here over the chickens. Team still kind of posturing around Herald that's not there. Casual Plebs in a bit of trouble, having to use his ultimate and then drag himself over the wall. Oh, sorry about that. Boosted Sandwich in a bit of trouble. Just trying to shield himself. Cop getting pinned down. Boosted Sandwich able to use his ultimate. Gets out pretty low, but then Astros just flashes back in and finishes him off. Go ahead and jump in.
Big flash from Astros. I'm looking powerful on that victor. Played it both games, it looks like so far.
That's right.
And 5. Ooh, a nice ultimate coming from Leona, but we have the 2v2 Astros is still alive. He's getting very low, but we'll go down. Coming 1-for-1 with the Jarvan. Nautilus still fighting Leona, but Vi is running up. Zig's on the way as well, but Spectators determined it's not important. Zig's get hooked in. As Aldris will barely live, popping the shield if it might fall. Tim lands a Q, gets the kill. Needs Marmotha going down to him. Dodges the Zenith blade, but Timberland can walk away.
Really aggressive there from Tim using his satchel charge to help get the kill in the end. Because, yeah, but made him almost a victim to Needs More Mothra.
Yep, but knew the nice edge, got himself the kill, and he was safe. Meanwhile, Perfy getting that first tower top lane despite being down to 3 kills. Just showing the split push power of York. TP came in from FBot looking for the kill, pops the ultimate immediately, should be a kill here. Hits the W, flash follows over the wall for Perfy, and FBot takes him down for another kill.
Yeah, FBot's looking pretty good on that Fiora, but just, I don't know that he's able to do enough.
Casual ulting onto Astros, there is no flash, he's trapped in the cage. Leona's here, Timberland gets the kill once again. Good 3-man onto Astros there to shut him down some more.
Yep, 3-0 there for Timberland, so his damage is starting to come through, able to get some of these kills secured for his team. His team was not able to do that last game, so it's a big delta. Fell in his screen, in his shop.
I don't need to dodge, it's fun. But yeah, got delayed by boosted, and Star Nation looking really good after pretty rough game 1. Ooh, the ultimate comes through from Malzahar onto boosted. CC'd to death along with the help of Nautilus. Kill there for Phil. But mid tower falls as the Zig Satchels picks up that tower for Stoner's Nation. Now looks like the dragon is up on the board. And a lot of good pokes still coming out from FBot.
Oh, more fighting. Love it.
There we go, fighting over this dragon once again. Nautilus knocking up Jarvan with the ultimate and the pull. Vi trying to run out Q's back in as Fel is here for the support. They're getting very low. Vi will fall, but the burn damage is coming in. 1 kill, 2 kills for Astros. Chasing down Tim, saves himself with the satchel charge, but is it enough? He will fall. Triple kill.
Yeah, Astros just putting on a clinic on this victor. A lot of resources going top lane this game into Fiora, and unfortunately, Ebbot just not, even though he had that counter pick, just not comfortable with his lead into Perfy. So Perfy playing this really well. Again, you would expect this kind of lead if you had said, like, oh, you're 0-4 into a Fiora, you'd think that tower's gone already, and it's still standing.
Right. I didn't see the full start of the game. I know all the minions help a little bit. So it kind of depends on how much the jungles are up here, but
there was a lot of love.
With the big lead, Fiora would be the one with the tower, I agree.
Yeah, there was a lot of love from Casual. I think they were like in Perfy's lane like twice before like 8 minutes.
Right. So got him set up. Probably once he had a kill or two, probably should have been pretty self-sufficient and could have looked to try to keep Astros down. I know it's pretty tough with this long-range Victor. Now we got pings around the Rift Herald, but not overly important. Normally, this is where the feats come down to, but it's already secured by FSM. This game at the very least showing the power of these AP carries in the bot lanes. Saying we don't need no sneaking AD carries.
Yeah, I mean, I like the adaptation there, putting on Timberland.
Getting caught out. Nice hook to the wall, keeps himself a little safe, does not get knocked up, but has 3 men on her. The Zenith blade comes through, flash over the wall, keeps himself alive. Well played there, Zaldris.
Yeah, a lot of resources going in to try to kill him and able to survive. I like the adaptation there for Timberland after game number 1 saying, alright, you want to play an AP carry bot? Fine, I'll play an AP carry bot. It was either that or I thought they should go with just a hyperscaler to make sure they had that late game threat as opposed to the utility Ashe.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Normally the issue, if you don't have an ADC, is that you don't sustain damage to burn through the tanks. Not too many huge tanks to burn through for this game though. A nice satchel in, but nothing happening past it. Astros and Fel teaming up to try to push this mid lane down, and Otacon spawning now. They're getting the reset. Nope. Hanging out there. We see Perfy. We missed the EQ. We get the ultimate down, dashing in, stuck between 2 baby cages, getting the damage in. Kills. Perfy pops the ultimate for the healing. TP coming in. Astros is here and big. Will he burn down Evbot? Looks like going low and will die. Casual Plebs a little ways away, but now Tim and Copper here. Get the stun. Nice flash to dodge the Lux ultimate. They're still low. Models will fall, and Vintage picks up the kill on the Astros, and they're looking at Otacon.
Yeah, this is huge.
In the area.
This is huge for Stoners Nation. But again, that's where you wish you had an AD carry right now.
Right.
To try to burn this down.
Would help burn this part down. As long as they're
gonna have to give it
a little
up.
scary right now because they lose so much. Yeah, the TP's coming in. They gotta back off. Very low, losing all their.
But they leashed it.
Ooh, but yeah, now it's getting to burn it down. FSM saying thank you very much. We'll take that.
80 carry diff. Oh wait,
no. So a really good play. I think a good call to go for it, but they were a little low, so unfortunately get it stolen away.
Not how they drew that one up.
We will collect up the flowers.
Yep.
And after all that, we're basically even in the gold. Light lead to FSM. Mainly due to the Ector Tower right now, looks like. And Astros.
They got one. Yeah. 7 of the 8. Yeah, pretty rough. They do have that extra dragon advantage. They were able to collect soul last game. Soda Nation making sure they took at least 1 dragon this game.
Yep. It looks like it's the Mountain Dragon game, so despite not being super tanky, Yorick will benefit from that a lot. Needs more Mothra, gets a bunch of tankiness. Nautilus definitely won't be mad at it, and even all the non-tanks, he just become harder to kill in those team fights.
Perfy asking about the individual goal difference. He is down 1,300 in that top lane. His jungler is down 2,300. His mid is up 3,000. His AD carry is up 300, and support up 200.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big goal difference in the mid, but the top side of the map is not in FSM's favor.
Astros has you covered right now, don't worry about it. The Mountain Dragon getting started up. Trying to poke in with Casual Plebs, drops the E over the wall for vision, but is not low enough to go for the jump and going in now. Trying to burst it down, but they're focusing him down. Jarvan will die before smite range is achieved. That's a big team fight. They're all on the ult from Astros. They're burning down. Lux getting 2, Nautilus and Vi. But ends up being a 2 for 2 in the end. The dragon goes the way of FSM.
And I mean, that York is just charging that top turret too. It's
Yes, it was a 4v5 as well, you're right. So perfect getting some free time. TP coming out from Ziggs to answer it. Has to clear this way. He'll lose towers very quickly. Top is on the way, but it's going to be gone already.
Yeah, it does not have sufficient wave clear. That's
lands
rough.
the E, the minions jump on Tim, so Perfy's able to walk away.
Oh, good.
Almost gets him in the baby cage, but the Zenith Blade hits, but he doesn't have any follow-up damage. Fell, meanwhile, taking that mid tower. Getting themselves up to 4 towers for 1 in that quick succession of plays.
Yeah, they've got him running. They got him on the outsides there, dictating the pace of the map. This is where FBot really needs to take over. He's 6-3 and 4 now. So again, pretty big. Really needs to start dominating these side waves, drawing that extra pressure to help his team out. Instead, he's getting drawn into some of these fights. And Perfy's just gonna take the side lane.
Fiora is very much a side lane champ, so even when you are big and it feels like you need to help out the team in a team fights until super late, unless you play it really well, it's kind of hard to make team fighting worth it. We see Astros matching FBot's 2 Fed players fighting each other. FBot trying to disengage, going in now with the ultimate. Didn't quite time it up with the stun. And needs to hit these procs to get the heal. Oh, Azonia's, and he will burn down with the double burn items. Well played, Astros. That's the team already on the Baron, trying to burn it down as well. Does have 2 pieces back, and that's going to be able to join this fight. Just trying to zone the enemy team. A nice ult from Tim, just to get some vision. But now getting knocked up and CC'd by this Nautilus. Astros is now here on the top side. Ult comes through, takes out the Vine. There's no smite now, so we'll have to pull off. Trying to jump on the rest of the team. Burning down. Fell a little bit, but Astros just has so much damage. Gets a double kill. Boosted trying to run away, but he's on the wrong side of the rift. And now just Tim is alive to try to defend this Baron as they turn back to it.
Yeah, he's gonna
fall over the wall, but Astros just walks up to him and burns him down. Ace for FSM, along with the Baron.
Just walks up.
1 in the team fight.
Just walks up. Hey, what's up, bro? You're dead.
Hi, friend. My friend. Yeah, Victor seems like he's in a good spot ever since they updated him for Arcane. Still quite powerful.
I just recently watched The Lion King Mufasa. There's a bye-bye song in there. I don't know if you've seen that. But it's kind of like that. You got to see it. But just bye-bye.
Yeah, agreed. Hi there. Bye-bye. Goodbye, friend. But after that, we're sitting at a little under 4k gold lead for FSM. They're on Soul Point. They have the Baron, so feeling very much in the driver's seat. For Stoner Nation, obviously the big threat is that 13 kill Victor. So if there's a team fight, they'll try to blow him up. Trying to catch Perfy with a 2v1 before anything can get set up. Popping the Fiora ult, taking him down. Timberland actually getting with his ultimate on the far side of the map. Booster getting caught out and taken down. And now the tier 2 tower bot lane is being pressured.
They're just having to spend so much time and resources trying to kill Perfy that it's like, why'd you pick a split champion? Like, it's just taking so much to kill him.
The power of that Yorick, even when you're behind, you're still at annoyance. But now we're out here. 4v4 once again. Someone's bot lane fight, though. Astros is still just pushing up that mid lane, and the dragon spawning in 30 seconds. Probably just gonna try to set up for the soul for FSM.
Well, like you kind of said, like I don't even know why FBot's even here for the team fight. I mean, I guess he thinks they need him to compete for this dragon. I don't even know. They technically are head in kills, but they've not been winning these fights. They're behind 5k gold. I don't know why he didn't stay top lane and just take a turret there.
Yeah, when you get down to the soul point, that is pretty important. So I understand being here,
He
but
had TP. He could TP into the
beforehand,
play.
yeah, good play with TP. That's what Perfy is doing right now. He's walking back top, but we know Perfy likes to commit to those split pushes no matter what.
I mean, when Astros is this big, it works out pretty well.
For sure. Helps when your team is ahead enough where you can just see, like, I'm pulling them apart with the map pressure, guys. Hook on to casual plebs with the EQ through, but now is into Mothra. Russian comes out onto Evbot as he's trying to help this fight, but it's so low. First kill will fall as Nautilus takes on casual plebs. Evbot falls to Astros. Perfy, meanwhile, taking these top towers as the fight goes down. It is running them down. A nice binding will slow down Astros, but the hook lands on the Timberland. He will fall as well. Only boosted alive as Perfy is trying to end this game on his own. Made
Yeah.
doing so much damage.
Really good Zonias from Astros. I guess they just didn't think he had it.
Gets boosted into that baby cage, hits him with the E, and we'll just smack him down with a couple Qs. Good night boosted, and a good night Donors Nation, as it looks like FSM will head their way towards this finals.
Yep, should be the end here. I bought up in 9 seconds, cop up in 2 seconds, but it's just not going to be enough. Casual pubs here.
Let's see if we can make the hero plays. Cop jumping in, a big two-man knockup, but it's not enough. There's too much money on the side of FreeSM. Casual and Cop will fall. That bot's here, but there's nothing you can do against all 4 members here on this next. Well played in the 2-0. And now we know finals will be FreeSM versus Endless Void on Sunday, unless if the date is changed by the team.
Yeah, no news on that yet. Trying to see if we can get them to play earlier on Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We have the 5-game series still for the finals, so if it does go to the distance, can keep us up pretty late. So yeah, that earlier start time would be nice, but depends on if it works out for everybody. Here we see just ridiculous amount of gold for Astros, up at 16k, 2k plus above anyone else on his team already. 14 kills, just a demolishing performance, but we'll be up against Kazuto for the finals, so we'll have to see how he does.
Yeah, some of the top mid laners by salary in the league, so that'll be a pretty good matchup to tune into.
Sure. And I think the top lane will also be a pretty good one. Perfy into Ajuma. They both been being pretty solid.
Yeah, no,
And
both been playing
Zabel's
well.
also been killing it. So yeah, him against Mothra too. They have a couple of similar jungle champs they both like. So I think just all across the map, it's going to be a very fun finals to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Fell's been playing pretty well, and that Vigar and those AP bot, I think, done a pretty good job like neutralizing those lanes. But that could be the difference here when he next week going up against Nithros.
Yeah, we know he's been popping off on the actual AD carries, so we'll see if they feel the pain of not having a traditional ADC against Nithros, and if Fell will be forced onto an AD champion, or if he says, "Nah, man, AP's where it's at."
Yeah, definitely gonna be a clash of styles there in the bot lane. Yeah. Any other closing thoughts? I appreciate you jumping on, helping me out, and not making me do it all by myself.
Yeah, man. Sorry I couldn't join earlier.
Oh, you're
My
good.
sister back in town today, so getting the kids to bed was a little later. But
Nope, all good.
everyone's saying thanks to Blitz for being the big man on production, getting all these games in for you. And we got one more to go through to finish out the season.
Yep. One last series. Currently this upcoming Sunday. If they announce it earlier, I will try to put an announcement up for everybody when that game will be to make sure you all can tune in if you're interested. That being said, that is it for the semifinals. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here and go to bed. Have a great evening, everybody, and we will catch you next time on the Rift.
Good night.